In machine shops around America, aging manufacturing equipment rests in silence. Between the years 2000 and 2009, more than 6 million manufacturing jobs disappeared in America, leaving unemployed workers trained for occupations that no longer exist. These machines, seemingly relics of the past, in a trade that some believe is dying. Or is it? At the Technical Employment Training Center in San Bernardino, these machines are running. They're helping these students build a foundation of skills before graduating to the modern equipment more likely to be seen in present-day machine shops.
We've learned a lot of things, a lot of like manual stuff and even mathematics like trigonometry, and we do a lot of stuff on the computer. We're learning 3D printing, so a wide range of skills is what we're learning.
A shoulder injury forced Jerry Woodward to change careers, but his future is looking better as he learns new skills and gains valuable real-world experience. This training center came into existence when a local aerospace company struggled to find skilled machinists.
The talent pool simply was not qualified to meet the demands of the various industry sectors that I was involved in.
At the height of the recession, 32% of manufacturers in America reported unfilled positions because they couldn't find workers with the right skills. Gallo solved his problem by teaming up with Dr. Bill Clark.
This is way up here for them.
Who had 30 years experience in manufacturing and as an educator. Together, they created TET, remarkably, in less than 2 months.
In 6 weeks, we had a manufacturing plant up and built within our airport community. Within 6 months, 90% of those people were working.
What mode do we need to be in to run a program?
TET students are getting jobs because Gallo and Clark work with local industry to identify employment needs.
All right, looks good.
With that knowledge, they design a curriculum that develops graduates who are trained and ready to work. The success of TET has paved the way to expand this winning formula into the San Bernardino public schools. Like here at Indian Springs High School, where students are learning to design and manufacture their own products using state-of-the-art equipment.
It's really exciting, it's really fun. These new programs, actually the technical employment training that we're able to get for free here.
Dr. Clark says bringing high-tech equipment into high schools and even elementary schools will invigorate students.
So what's the perimeter if you go all the way around? 60.
Something that's been lacking in America's education system that puts so much emphasis on test scores.
That's cool.
Gallo says actively engaging young people with hands-on training will show them that what they learn can be used in the real world.
It's really the fundamental thing that we're trying to do here is to give students that hope, give them that inspiration, that active engagement into their public education experience so they get excited about things.
For Dalia Ramon, the skills he's learning will give him choices as he pursues his dream of earning a degree in engineering.
This has opened a lot of opportunity for me to actually get a career and start a career and learn while I'm working. So they've opened some of those options for us.
As they graduate from high school, the sky's the limit. They can go anywhere. They can go into apprenticeships, internships. They can go on to the university for degrees. There's nothing stopping them.
This bus is carrying community leaders from Burbank on a quest to learn more about the success in San Bernardino. Representatives from government, education, business, nonprofits, and the Bob Hope Airport travel to see firsthand the working machine shop retraining out-of-work adults, the high school program that's inspiring students to dream big, and in elementary school where the career pathway training is introducing these advanced concepts to students as young as the 3rd grade.
Until you actually are there and see the students working on the equipment that's been provided into these classrooms, you really can't appreciate what they have accomplished out there. When 3rd graders are doing 3D digital work, it's inspiring for the children and for someone like myself viewing what they're doing.
San Bernardino? So why would Burbank be interested in a city where more than 50% of residents live in poverty? Well, As different as they may seem, like any city, each relies on a strong workforce to keep their community vibrant.
For them to accomplish this in that kind of an economic environment, certainly we don't match that. We're a very prosperous city in comparison. But if they could do it there, and we can take that template and apply it to Burbank, and there is a need. There is a need here.
The surge in runaway production out of Hollywood began in the early 90s. Feature film production has dropped by half in Los Angeles.
But a lot of the production has actually moved out of state.
The LA Times reports the number of top-grossing films made in California has dropped 60% in the last 15 years. The loss of jobs is a real concern for us here in the media capital of the world. The recently signed AB 1839 offers $330 million in tax credits to keep film and TV productions in state, but it does not address another challenge that is threatening the entertainment workforce.
Technology. I'll just be point and simple.
Gavin Kuhn has spent 30 years in the entertainment business, much of it fighting for union workers. He's witnessed the digital revolution, which is touching virtually all aspects of the industry. Design, pre-script, lighting, production, post, all of it digital, all of it constantly evolving, putting workers at risk.
What happens is when technology changes, when you're finished with your film, the next production comes up where they require maybe a SketchUp software or something else, and you don't have the skill set.
Kuhn sits on the Verdugo Workforce Investment Board, or the WIB, a federally funded collection of business, government, and community leaders. Its mission is to address major workforce issues within our region. Kuhn and other board members recognize that in order to keep jobs here, whether digital arts or manufacturing, workers must consistently train to keep their skills current and relevant.
You really have to be in touch with what the employer needs are and try to translate that into training programs that can raise the skill level of the employees to exactly what the employers need.
The WIB has already taken the initiative, working with Burbank and Glendale Unified School Districts, Glendale Community College, and Cal State Northridge to secure a $6 million state grant to prepare students for the 21st century workplace. Burbank Unified, which gets $1.4 million to strengthen its digital arts and digital manufacturing pathways, is connecting with the local entertainment industry, including Warner Brothers, Cartoon Network, and Nickelodeon.
I'm a huge advocate for workforce training.
Cody Burke is living proof that workforce training can lead to a successful career. He graduated from a vocational technical school in Pennsylvania. That experience opened the door to his current job, working for a 3D software company in Burbank.
To this day, I still say that the best decision I ever made in my life was choosing to attend the Bethlehem Area Vocational Technical School. If it wasn't for that program, I would not be anywhere near where I am today.
It's that kind of outcome Burbank Unified hopes to cultivate by working with our local studios.
I think what we want to do is partner with them and see what kind of work they need, see what kind of resources they can provide us, bring that into our schools, and capture that rather than go outside of Burbank and get those workers. We want them to be able to employ our students right after high school.
This is not a big leap for the school district, which has a head start with a strong regional occupational program and a developing relationship with local studios.
While you're drawing, if you keep your eyes up front.
Like this animation class at Burbank High, in which students create projects on the same equipment that professional animators use at Nickelodeon and DreamWorks.
The equipment we have here, the computers and the Cintiq tablets are really great. That's not something I can do at home. So to have that kind of professional environment to just be able to work is really amazing.
Workforce training in the digital arts may be a natural fit for the media capital of the world, but there are other training opportunities as well.
You can work on this today. It's not due till tomorrow.
For example, across town at John Burroughs High School, these ROP students are working their way up from lawnmowers to airplane engines, a reminder of Burbank's connection to the aviation industry.
The mission of my class, bottom line, is to show students that how many different jobs are actually available as a technician.
They actually show you on how to do it. Some other classes, they might just give you just instructions. They won't physically show it to you.
The hands-on experience is great. You have to touch it and feel it to get it, to understand how it works. A class like this really teaches them about shop safety, about tool identification, about the math, the physics, everything that's involved to go on to these other careers.
I always come very excited to this class, like every single day. I'm like, all right, engine work, let's go. Instead of paperwork, just be like, so boring.
Which brings us back to Gallo and Clark and their mission to inspire our youth and produce a highly trained workforce. I'd like to invite you to consider doing something similar here in Burbank. Imagine a workforce training program that focuses on two important tracks. Those already in the workforce who need specialized training for new and evolving technology in their real-world workplace. This would include our returning veterans. Workforce training for workers of tomorrow, students starting as early as the 3rd grade, traditional academic learning with hands-on experience in any number of technical fields. So when they graduate high school, they are both career ready and college prepared. So what would it take to replicate San Bernardino's success? To create a workforce training hub here in Burbank. Gallo and Clark point to some key objectives. Form education and business partnerships to determine workforce needs. Design curriculum that addresses those needs. Adopt a certification process so employers have confidence in the graduate's skill set. Provide some form of on-the-job training or part-time work in the student's field of study. Create a job placement program. And, most importantly, get community buy-in.
It's going to take a group of people with a passion.
But then getting leaders that are true leaders in the community that can rally the troops.
If you do that, everybody's a winner.
What we're talking about is the future of Burbank.
Workforce training should be everywhere.
Our location is so advantageous.
Especially in Burbank or surrounding areas.
We have 2 freeways going through Burbank. We have the airport. We have 2 rail systems going through the airport.
We're giving them more than a diploma. We're giving them a diploma and credentials in areas where they can dream.
If you invest in your community and in your youth, you get the most out of it.
It's going to be difficult. It's going to require building partnerships that perhaps have never been built before.
It's timely, it's needed, and it'll benefit everyone, and it'll be really good for Burbank.